CeeDee Lamb is out training in Texas on his own, looking for a new deal. And Brandon Aiyuk, he's been excused from a lot of the recent 49ers training camp practices.
That's not a good look.
Remember how last week we said that we'll talk about Brandon Aiyuk right now. Remember last week how I was saying that there's a chance I could be going 0 for 2 when I say that a player isn't getting traded?
Yeah. Looks like it, huh?
So these are just rumors, obviously.
Okay.
And speculation. The rumor is that according to, let me pull it up here, the tweet. This is according to Mike Garafolo and Tom Pelissero on Twitter. I'm assuming this came from their insider show. Brandon Aiyuk is more likely to be traded than signed an extension with the 49ers. Yeah.
Fuck.
Starting to lean towards that way. And I'm seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter saying he's been cited in Pittsburgh.
What?
Steelers are probably at the top of the list of potential teams that'll be trading for Brandon Aiyuk. Have the highest interest.
Now let me ask you this:
and that,
if he does go to Pittsburgh, does he move up on your list?
If anything, bro, maybe third, flopping with the Browns, but I just don't see it.
All right, I agree.
Because don't get me wrong, bro. I love me some Brandon Aiyuk. I'm a big BA fan.
BA?
Yeah, but he's an essential piece to the Niners offense. But if you take him out of there, I still feel like the Niners are going to be the 49ers.
Well, I mean, if they really like Ricky, then fuck it,
Yeah. And another thing to think about is because obviously I didn't even expect DJ Moore to be up for an extension or had interest in getting an extension. He reworked a deal with the Chicago Bears last week. It's worth up to, I believe, $27 million a year.
That's big.
You're looking at just slightly under Jalen Waddle range. I think Jalen Waddle's at 28. So in comparison, bro, I feel like this is where the Niners are at right now. I don't think they're going to give him what he wants because I believe he wants more than that. Because it's just a weird situation because if DJ Moore is getting $27 million and the production he's put out compared to the quarterbacks he had and the teams he's been on compared to Brandon Aiyuk and his production, I don't think Brandon Aiyuk should be getting paid more than DJ Moore. That's just me. I'd rather have DJ Moore than Brandon Aiyuk. And it's no disrespect to Brandon Aiyuk, obviously. He's just a solid player, but I don't think he's on a DJ Moore level.
I see what you're saying. But I feel like he hasn't had a chance to be like, oh, yeah, this is a number one guy. You know what I mean? Which until they just got Keenan Allen, he's been that number one guy almost his whole career, DJ Moore. So I feel like we got to wait and see. So basically, yes. I don't think he gets the money either.
And I don't think the Niners are going to put themselves in that spot. You know what I mean? Especially with the other guys that they have around them. And like you were saying, if they do, I feel like, bro, if it's just weird because I think with them drafting Ricky Pearsall in the first round says it all. Because if you're hell bent on paying Brandon Aiyuk, which I do think they had a deal on the table, just not worth what he's wanting. Because I'm sure he wants to be top. At least, if you had to guess a range, I'm probably thinking probably 28 range, 28, 29, which I
agree. Yeah.
It's just crazy, bro. I literally don't think that the Niners want to put themselves in that situation. They drafted Ricky Pearsall just in case it didn't work out with Aiyuk. They like Brandon Aiyuk. They just don't love him. And I feel like they don't want to be put in that situation to love him, to be stuck with him, if that makes sense.
I get it.
And be caught in that cap hold. But if you take Brandon Aiyuk out of this offense, I still think they're going to be perfectly fine. That's just me.
Yeah, they'll find a way. If Ricky doesn't work out, they'll get another wide receiver to replace him. So,
yeah. So I'm not going to believe it till I see it. If Brandon Aiyuk and his representation just think that he's worth more than the 27, 28 million, I don't think it's going to work. They're not going to get a deal in San Francisco. You'll probably see a trade.
All right, so now that we had this conversation, we will be seeing it either tomorrow or Wednesday that he's being traded.
Bro, every time we talk
Guaranteed.
about Brandon Aiyuk, he either shows up on a podcast or breaks news the day after. That's just how it works.
And then just being traded after we talk about him. It's like, oh, yeah, a couple days later, boom.
Right. Now jumping ship to CeeDee Lamb situation.
CD.
Got a lamb on my nigga like CD. You see me. That's
Hell yeah.
Conway, shout out. But his situation is a little different because obviously Jay Jetta's got paid the most, right?
Which he deserves, yes.
CeeDee Lamb was putting up Jay Jetta's numbers last year. Now, do you think he gets a deal done in Dallas? Because we obviously know the Cowboys probably have the most money in the league. Because if it wasn't for Jerry Jones, you probably wouldn't be seeing these meteoroids deals being handed out in the NFL. So they got money. Don't let them fool you, bro.
And they fool everybody.
Because I think they could pay Dak, Parsons, and CeeDee Lamb. I just don't think they are because they always have the money. They just don't ever fucking spend it. That's the thing with the Cowboys. So
they just know how to draft, though.
Yeah, sort of.
They drafted all three of them guys, so it's like,
yeah, true.
They always know how to put up with the future. But
now it's like in CD's spot, you just seen Tyreek Hill get his contract, right? So Tyreek Hill, if you guys missed it, his restructured contract is worth $90 million over the next 3 years, with $65 million of it guaranteed, according to per Adam Schefter.
For Shefty.
No new years were added to the 4-year, $120 million extension. Tyreek Hill signed with the team in 2022, but the $106.5 million in updated fully guaranteed money is the most ever by a wide receiver.
Damn.
So you see that. And you see Jay Jetta's contract. Where do you think CeeDee Lamb ranks amongst that money-wise? And do you see the Cowboys ended up paying him? Because it's another thing. It's like, are the Cowboys going to be as successful without him compared to with him? What are you thinking here?
I feel like he should be just under those two numbers. But I feel like he's definitely going to be like, shit, give me my money. I need to be number one.
Like a Tua?
Yeah.
Show me my money.
Yeah, exactly. So he's definitely their franchise wide receiver. Easily. Now, do they think they could just go in the draft and be like, we could get another one? I don't know. And we know how Jerry Jones is. You've seen his notes.
God. You told me you give me no Super Bowl. You see my notes. Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the league. He wants all this money, but I got all the leverage. I got all because he already said he's cool being a free agent, but I'm gonna let him hit the market, see what the market fucking talking about. So what I'm gonna do here, whatever contract he gets, because I already know there's only gonna be like 3 or 4 teams that can afford him. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna match it. I'm gonna fucking match it, dog. Because I'm fucking Jerry Jones. What I do.